NVIDIA doesn't care. 3 years ago, we had the 3060. That GPU had 12 gigabytes of VRAM, which was like the perfect amount to have on that GPU. But with the 4060 and now the 5060 being more powerful with each new generation, you can imagine you would want to keep that 12 gigabytes of VRAM. But no, instead we have gone backwards. Now, if these cards were priced correctly, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if you move on to something like the 5060 Ti or AMD's 9060 XT, you run into another problem. You have two variants of these cards, one with 8 gigabytes and one with 16. But there's no name difference, so somebody might think, oh, I'm getting a 9060 XT, or maybe they've just seen a benchmark online and they think, oh, this is really good. But they got the 8 gigabyte variant without knowing, because it has the same name. So they go into a game, turn all the settings up, and they notice they're having stutters, or even a crash. This isn't what I purchased. Now, of course, this scenario is going to be for people that aren't as tech savvy or up in the GPU news and things like that. But it's quite scummy to not have a clear indicator that these are different specs, even if it's just VRAM, because VRAM is very important. This is another thing with laptop GPUs. They used to have an M for mobile at the end of the card name, but they removed that. So it's the same story. Someone sees a benchmark of a 5070, they don't know it's a desktop GPU, so they think they're going to get this performance that they're seeing online. But no, you're buying a laptop version, which is noticeably more slower than the desktop. We know that's the case, but people that are less tech savvy, they won't know the difference. And these two different GPUs have the same name. They both are called 5070, so they're expecting the same performance. It's bad to call it the same thing. It's deceiving. They should have kept the M to not confuse people, but no. It means more buys, so they do it anyway. Another thing, a few weeks ago, Gamers Nexus made a video about how NVIDIA were requiring early adopters of the 5060, or to get that, to show in their review things like frame generation, requiring it next to cards that might not even have frame generation. To be like, oh, look at this massive increase in frame rates. Ignore the artifacts though. Now, I have a 4070 Super, which is a massive difference compared to my 1650. This card has 12 gigabytes of VRAM, which for now is fine, but in a year or a few years' time, I'm going to notice that. I'm going to notice a bottleneck there. Anyway, enough rambling. If you guys liked this video, consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. Take care, guys.